A very old and very wise man once said, ouch! Ouch! I think I'm dying right here. Wow, I actually managed to hurt him. Look at him. Ooh, I hope that's because he's out of stam. Maybe he saw me though. Nope. What? Holy crap, did you see how high this thing jumped? This is so funny. Oh, it's a Sarco. And I'm actually hungry. I have the Find Food quest, so why not? There's two of you, right? Oh, three of you! If I change direction to the... Yeah, they didn't fall. How did that hit me? I think I'm gonna take the Picno after. You know what? I've been killed so many times on this guy. I'm doing it. Oh, hello. Oh my god, there's a lot. I really think you just spawned in. You attacking me now? Okay, so you want to fight. No, these branches are mine, man. Oh shit. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I so knew it. I'm doing this for science, guys. All in the name of science. For the views! Hello guys, welcome to Crawl Unchained. So this one was highly requested by several of my viewers. Then it was voted for and came out way ahead of everything else. So here it is, the one most of you have been waiting to see, the Allosaurus. Now because it was so highly requested, I decided to record longer and get more footage. Now by doing that, I was hoping to capture more fun encounters and more variety in those encounters, but I'm sad to say that while playing my Allo, the majority of the encounters were pretty much all similar in the sense that I was being swarmed by packs or herds or mixed packs or mixed herds or mixed hacks or mixed perds. I really felt like everything wanted me dead. So there isn't much variety in the encounters this time, but it's not my fault. I take no blame for that. I tried really hard. That being said, I do have a crap ton of encounters to show, some of them funny, some of them frustrating, some of them really satisfying, and some of them quite surprising. Now speaking of frustrating, I have to say that usually I pride myself in being very good at keeping my calm, even in some situations that would get most people frustrated. However, this time I had a moment of weakness and sort of lost my cool after one of those encounters. Nothing crazy, I didn't break anything, I didn't insult anyone, but I did feel very irritated, and you're probably gonna feel it in my voice. And where normally I would simply write GG in the chat, this time instead of writing GG, I I expressed how annoyed I was that I had been killed by a mix of herbivores and carnivores all working together. That kind of started a little bit of drama in the chat because one of them was totally turned on by my comment and started trying to bully me in the chat. Now, he obviously didn't know who I was, and it didn't take too long for him to regret his decision to bully me, but I will say this. Even though I, myself, am completely immune to the effects of bullying, that is not the case for everyone, and I have zero tolerance for bullies. The reason why I have zero tolerance for bullies is because when I was in high school, one of the kids in my school killed himself because of bullies. He was always getting bullied in class and around the school. One day he went to a bush party because, you know, everybody in the school had been invited to go. Everyone there was smoking weed and drinking alcohol. Every kid was intoxicated there. Eventually this kid threw up because he had just taken too much. The other kids threw him in his own vomit and rolled him into it, and then he just vomited some more, which just made them, you know, just make things worse, and then they just, you know, surrounded him and laughed at him. That same week he committed suicide. I mean, that was a super nice kid, a bit reserved obviously, but if you were nice to him he would open up. And he was a very talented artist. He made some really nice drawings. He showed me some of them because I was one of the few people who was nice to him. Now, not everyone is like me and able to stand up to bullies. And even on the internet, bullies can seriously ruin someone's day or desire to be part of a community or a game. And if you're a bully and the thought of ruining another person's day turns you on, just be sure you don't do that when I'm around, because I will put myself between you and your target every single time. Now, that being said, I sincerely apologize for this little segment. I normally want my videos to spread positive vibes and make everyone smile and have fun, but I thought this was an important message. If saying this can open the eyes of some of those small game bullies and make them think twice before bullying someone, then it's worth it. Now with that being said, let's not delay this any further. Go grab a snack, make yourself comfortable. It's time to put the spotlight on my Allo and entertain the crap out of you guys. Alright, so we're going to go through this segment really quickly. So for the colors, as usual, I went with something that sort of leans towards green, but I don't really like this, so I'll be changing it for the colors you actually already saw in the teaser. Also, same as all the previous ones, I went with defense, which will continue to be the subspecies of choice until I have played all available dinosaurs. For the name, I struggled so much for this guy. I had to go to Google and look up facts about the Allosaurus. I learned that they lived mostly in forest, so I eventually came up with the name Forest Executioner, which I once again translated into Latin using Google Translate. That gave me Silva Carnifex, and then the first syllable of each word gave me Silcar. I thought that was good enough. It kind of sounds badass, so I mean that's kind of what I want to go for. So with that being covered, let's go. So, that's funny. That's the funniest one so far. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm in the tutorial, obviously. I need to go through this to get to Juvi. During the tutorial it asks you to send a message, and then I always do this. When it's asking me to send a message to continue, I say sending a message to continue. Look at this. Real Crawl? Hi Crawl. Crawl, come eat this sarcosi. You guys are fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is... Oh wow. Oh my god, you guys. Oh wow. You guys are so good to me. Look at this comment right here. Crawl probably the only POT YouTuber worth watching. You guys are way too good for me. Ouch! Ouch! I think I'm dying right here. Wow, the cooldown between scratches is insane. So yeah, I didn't expect to win that fight, like not even close. But yeah, as a first experience fighting with the Allo, gotta say that cooldown between the scratches is really throwing me off. I'm not used to that. You really have to time your attacks and make them count. Otherwise, yeah. So I'm gonna work on that. Hopefully I do better next time. Oh, looks like he wants me. Yeah, I'm out of stamina. Wow, I actually managed to hurt him. Look at him. Yeah, that was a tail hit. I couldn't escape him, so might as well fight to the death, right? Yeah, so definitely more happy about that last fight than the one against the Packy. Oh, looks like there's action over there. There's a Rex being hurt. I think the Rex just died. It was probably a young one. I wonder what killed it. Oh my god. It's an adult Allo, I think, maybe. I guess he won't kill me. Styraco right there. If he decides to come after me, I'm in trouble. He's not young. If I jump down there, my guy's gonna scream, so I think he's repairing the dam. That's actually the quest I want to do. That's what I'm here for. Is there a bush somewhere? Oh, and he's a speed one? I don't stand a chance. Ooh. I hope that's because he's out of stam. Maybe he saw me though. Oop-a-doo. Nope. I would very much prefer not to have to deal with you, good sir. I think I see something big over there, like kind of far away. Yeah, I definitely see something there. I think it's a picno. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely a picno. Let's go watch the show. Don't tell me the picno's gonna lose to a packy. He's twice the size of the packy. Come on, dude. Am I gonna have to go help you? I refuse to watch that picno lose this fight. Oh shit. The Kentro might actually the Kentro decides to help. And I need to go. Kentro was up. What? Holy crap, did you see how high this thing jumped? Come on, picno, you can't lose this. He's half your size, man. It's a strut. I'm afraid to help because I don't want the Kentro to get mixed up in this. Kentro is definitely a Grim Reaper for me. Because the picno can't go up there. I don't think I can either. I can jump, but I don't think I can jump that high. Oh my god. I don't think that Becky should have been able to get up there. Like, it makes no sense. Shouldn't be able to jump that high. Because the pack he was about to lose because it's leaving. And now they disappeared. I don't know where they're at. I can't catch up. I'm too slow. I'm too slow. I think there's a big Allo over there and a big Rex. Just letting that other Allo know that I'm here too. Let's hope he Please don't attack me, man. Thank you, friend. Oh my god, really? Why would you do that? I can't escape you, that's for sure. I don't get it, man. Why would you kill your own kind? Okay, so now I don't trust allos either. I don't trust anyone. Like, if I can't trust my own species, then I can't trust anyone. Don't trust anyone, check mark. I mean, to be honest, I went to SLL expecting to die. You know, just to be clear here. I might die here, but I want to test the allo's ability to jump, and there's a gap here that I think there's a chance I might be able to jump it, and I want to try it. So I'm doing this for science, guys. All in the name of science. For the views! Okay, that was a fail. Total fail. Okay, well, it only took out like half my health. It's not that bad. So the allo is not a good jumper, guys. It is official. We can put it on paper. The allo is a crappy jumper. I can hear something walking close to me. Not sure where he is. Definitely sounds bigger than I am. Oh yeah, that's oh shit. I think he saw me. I don't know what you're saying, buddy. This is so funny. I don't want to deal with you, buddy. Too big for me. Okay. I think he was just curious. Oh man. Oh, that was too funny. Moving on. Now I can hear something close to me. It's not very big, it's just shuffling grass the same as me. Oh, it's a Sarco. And I'm actually hungry. I have the find food quest, so why not? Why can't I bite right after scratching someone? Like, I don't have to feel bad, right? Because look at our size. I think he's adolescent too. I think if I had been the Sarco, because I'm actually good with a Sarco, I could have probably killed this allo. Plus I had the find food quest, so yeah, I was justified right there. I know I heard him entering. Oh, you coming at me, bro? Yes, he is. there's a Metri on top of that. How many is there? Oh my god! Come on, Sarah, help me out here. Where the hell did the Sarah come from? Ah! I can't even handle my own voice right now. I'm like, ah. So yeah, where did that Sarah come from? Anyway, I'm good. I swear. I don't need therapy. I'm good. Oh wow, there's a lot of people here. And we're all picking up flowers. We're all just doing the same quest. Why would the map give us all the same quest? Is that two Picnos? Not too afraid of Picnos. Yeah, I think that's two Picnos, and they're blue, so they're pretty young. Come on, 2 minutes. I need one more. After these two, I mean. Alright, let's go cause trouble. There's two of you, right? Oh, 3 of you. 4 of you. I'm dead. Alright, good game, guys. I thought I was gonna be 1v2. It was 1v4. I still managed to get one down. Oh well. Good game. Good game, Picknose. Good game. Okay, finally I can hear something. It's a Pickno. Something bigger, farther up there. Pickno's terrified. Oh, I think. Oh no, that's a Metri. Yeah, that was a pretty bad performance on my part right there. I fought really badly against this Sarah. I could have done so much better. I was swinging my tail at him even though he was in front of me. Like, that's how bad I was. That's a Metri. he's screaming like he wants to fight. You calling someone? This is Sarah. Is he waiting for his friend to attack me again? And that's a small Rex. I don't know why the Metri looked like he just gave up. Or is it gonna double team me? Oh my god, I look so badass now. Look at me. I'm still looking for one last lake weed. There's something there. Oh, there's more than one thing. Wow. I think those two pig-nose might want to be hunting me right now. And there's something there, something behind them. If I change direction to the Piade. How did that hit me? I think I did good. Not alone in the area, I heard something. Don't know how close or how far it is, but I know I'm not ah, there's a Spino there. Shit. Is that an Anno? I feel like I heard another Anno over there. That's a small Anno. Actually, I do have a kill a herbivore quest. I'm actually tempted now. What is he doing, man? Is he really not fighting back? Before I continue, I just want to say a few words real quick. This fight you're about to watch is the fight that got me to lose my cool a little bit. Now, the thing that bothers me about these types of mixed pack is this. I came into the zone and saw the Spino. Then I heard a few Annos and then some Raptors. But everyone just appeared to be doing their own thing. Now, in my mind, at that moment, those two Annos are probably teamed up. The Raptors are also probably teamed up, and the Spino is probably on his own. Never in a million years would I have imagined that all of those dinosaurs were teamed up together. If I had known that, I would have left those Annos alone. This is the most unnatural pack or herd I've ever seen. Now, I was fully prepared to be facing two young Annos, but not two Annos plus like 5 Raptors plus a Spino. Now, I don't want to be finding more excuses, but that day I was really tired since I was recording after returning from a long day at work, and on top of that, I had donated blood that day because we host a blood donation and collect about 3 or 4 times a year at my workplace, where there's a whole team of nurses and volunteers that come and set up everything in our banquet hall, and people can come to donate blood. That day I decided I would donate too, and yes, I did feel a bit weak and tired after donating, which I was told is completely normal since you have less blood to transport oxygen throughout your body. So anyway, just please just keep that in mind while watching. Just please. Now let's keep going. How many of them is that? What is this Spino doing? Spino's after me now. What the hell? only one scaring me is the Spino. And these groups make no sense. Why are Annos and Raptors grouped up together? Why was the Spino even helping them? What was that? What was that? Just what was that? Yeah, I'm actually getting salty right now because I'm tired of the nonsense right now. That fight literally pisses me off. I'm going to admit it. I'm 100% honest. That fight just pisses me off. And how many times do I need to hit raptors for them to die? I'm 15 times their size. How many times do I need to slap them with my tail to kill them? I just got killed by a bunch of babies. Alright, so from here I'm going to use screenshots to display this conversation because I want to hide the name of the bully because I'm hoping that he ends up watching this video, and I want him to know I'm giving him a chance to stop bullying after watching this. I don't want to cause a whole bunch of you guys to go to his Twitch and make his life miserable. This is not vengeance. I made a bad call when I attacked those Annos, and then I made another bad call by expressing my frustration in the chat. Even though I know this is exactly the kind of thing that trolls and bullies can't resist. So let this be a lesson learned for everybody, including those involved as well as those watching. Also, throughout this conversation, you will see someone taking my side. He's a viewer who recognized me in the chat and helped me humiliate the bully a little bit. So yeah, let's get to it. That is a challenge that I am going to welcome. Oh. Well, I do have to kill a herbivore. I got some choices here. There's something swimming in the water too. Looks like, I don't know. A duck? Yeah. Okay, pick no. I think I'm going to take the pick no after. Just because it's a fair fight. Oh, 2 pick no's. Dang it. Oh wow, he's actually hurting me. Pretty badly too. I just continue to test myself. That fight, I was fully prepared to die. I knew there were 2 picnos there. I attacked one of them. Not salty about that one. I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm taking his mushroom, so. I can't believe it. We're both taking the mushrooms and he's... I was kind of hoping for a fight here, but I probably would have died. I die every time I fight nowadays. Oh yeah, I for sure hear something. It's not far. Okay, I see it. It's an Amarg. 2 Amargs. I mean, I do have the kill herbivore quest. It's not the kid I want, it's the big one. You know what? I've been killed so many times on this guy. I'm doing it. Yeah, there's definitely a glitch with that quest, because that's the second time I kill an Amarg to get the kill herbivore quest, and my quest doesn't complete. So I think, so yeah, when I was on my Alio, I killed an Amarg, the quest didn't complete, and then later on, I took on 2 ducks and killed both, and then that's when the quest got completed. So I think that it's actually now kill 3 herbivores, but they never changed it to 3. Oh, hello. Very sorry that you had to die, buddy. Oh my god, I like this one. I think this is more me than this. I love this, I really do, but I love this so much too. I'll go with that. There's an aloe there too. Pretty sure I heard a picno and an aloe. Oh yeah, I see them over there. Oh my god, there's a lot. That's a lot of people. Even a Rex. Dude, are you serious? Another weird mix back. Without stam, I can't do anything. But if I had stam, I could have killed that Rex. I just know it. Anyway, good fight. Good fight. I killed the Pycno. I mean, they got cocky because they were outnumbering me. Oh shit. I think this guy just spawned in. I really think he just spawned in. That's funny. If he just spawned in, he doesn't have the... Well, I mean, he has the debuff, and I feel like I'm a little tiny bit bigger than him. And he's a DASP. Would be nice, a fight between me and a DASP. You attacking me now? He just waited until the debuff was gone. Yeah, I'm teabagging him. I let him live while he had the debuff, and then the first thing he does is attack me. There's something not too far from me. I could hear it. So I laid down right away to get some stam. When he gets too close, I'll get up. It's something my size for sure. Yeah, something my size. Not just my size, it's the same species.
Okay, so you want to fight. He's gonna run out of stamina eventually. He's really bleeding right now, like really bad. Where is he? He's over there. How is he still running? How did he not run out of stamina? Did he escape inside? I think he went inside. Inside the pit. Yeah, you went inside. You're trapped there, buddy. I'm double defense now. I'm just trying it out. So far I'm not liking how slow that made me. Like, it's really slow. So I'm definitely considering going back to balanced hide, but I want to try defense hide or thick scales in a few fights before I make that decision. Guess we'll find out soon enough if that Sarko wants me. Yeah, he does. I'm good for fighting one, but I'm pretty sure I saw another one coming from behind them. Did you guys see how slow I was? Oh, it's a small one. I can easily kill that one. I can easily kill the small one. Stupid rock. That rock might have just killed me right there. Yeah, that rock just killed me. over there? There's a Rex fighting a trike, 2 trikes. And a packy. Maybe I go help him out, take on one of the trikes. Oh shit, I so did not want to do this. Sorry, Rex. I need my stamp back. Oh no. I'm gonna die here. Rex is not doing shit anymore. Yeah. As soon as I started helping, the Rex stopped doing anything. I'm actually gonna equip the fast side, the faster one, and see the difference. Like I'm gonna go and do a few fights with the fast side and see if I like the difference. I'm probably not. Oh, Suko, that's a challenge right there. Man, I want to fight you. No, no, no. These branches are mine, man. Man, that was a pretty good fight. That was a pretty good fight right there. So I said I wanted to try to speed hide this time. I'm gonna have to be careful now. Definitely feeling faster. They just attacked me, so... Allosaurus is gonna jump down right now. No point in me going up there. It's just gonna jump down. Yeah, the other one's coming back. I was overconfident in the beginning. I wasn't being careful. I wasn't being, smart with my fighting. I was overconfident. I didn't think they could really kill me. And, yeah. There's something here. Looks like a big no. Something's just getting up near me. Oh shit. Managed to break my bones. Those two dasps, they were my size. So yeah, that's wow, like 3 deaths in like 20 minutes. Need to change that momentum a little bit. There are 2 sharks over there. I don't know if I can take on 2 trikes. Something tells me they're coming straight for me too. Oh, there's another one in the back. That's gonna be 3 trikes. I'll let them use their stam over there. Coming towards me. I'm about to die. That's almost unavoidable at this point. I am 100% about to die. I can take 1 of those, not 3. That was pretty much unavoidable. Yeah, I'm going back to balanced height. The thick scales, way too slow. Like, game-breakingly slow. And then the other one, the speed is super nice. Really nice speed. But I can't take a hit. And I mean, but as soon as I get to adult again, I'm going back to balanced height. And yeah. Not looking back on it ever again.
Ooh. That's not a small Spino. He's not big, but he's not small either. What are you doing? I don't know, man. He looks like he kind of wants me. I think I'm actually bigger than him. I think I am, honestly. I'm actually getting pretty hungry. I'm so tempted to go for him, man. I don't get opportunities like that to do a fair 1v1 very often. Fighting the other guy. I want to fight you, bro.
if I can win. I don't think I hurt him as much as he hurt me. His turn radius is pretty good. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead now if he keeps coming. Yeah, he just wants to go. I can't keep going, so. What's that? Oh, that's a packy. I think they're all against the duck. What's going on here? Who's with who? Who's the Sarco with? I can't figure out who's with who. That guy needs to die. So that duck was being attacked by all those same people that were attacking me, but he joined in with them. Okay. Sarco's in the water. Let's see what he does. Actually coming. Doesn't look big, that one. I don't know if that's the same one I fought, but this one doesn't look very big. Yeah, that one's not the same one I fought earlier. Oh, it is. There you go. big coming. Better not start a fight until I know what it is. What's the other thing? Oh, that's a picno. Okay, let's go. I very much have a thing against picnos and packies. I've been ganked by picnos and packies. He's obviously faster than me, so I can't make it look like I want to kill him because he's gonna know and he's gonna run away. At me for real? You're not an adult. You can still hurt me like crazy though. I don't trust you, man. I don't trust anyone. What do you want? Why are you approaching me? I probably could take that Rex. I'm sorry, I'm taking it. Now the Rex is after me. I could regret this. Make this the last fight for this video. Let's make it epic. fight. Where's the pick now? Where's the pick now? Doesn't even look as hurt as I am. I don't even know if I hurt him. I can't see any blood on him. I just want to eat. I thought maybe he was going to attack me, but guess not. Oh, the spinal. Oh no, that's a Sarco. What are you doing? Why are you giving me bones? There's a Sarco in the water. That's not a small Sarco either. Shit. That Rex should have ran. What I don't get is why the Sarco and the Eodrike are working together against the Rex. That Rex was super friendly. I attacked it because he tried to defend the Pycno and I attacked the Pycno. And I personally just wanted food. Would you look who it is? Now, I can't say for sure. I didn't talk to that Sarco, but this Sarco looks exactly like the one I killed at Sleeping Giant. Look exactly the same. Same color pattern, same stripes, same everything. So I'm pretty sure it's the same Sarco, just like not even close to the same spot. And
that it was after a server reboot, but I'm still sure this is the same Sarco. Anyway, just thought I'd put it out there. This encounter was pretty uneventful though. Like, he or she charged at me. I ran because I didn't even know it was the same Sarco at the time. And then, you know, I just ran and we didn't cross paths again. So, yeah, moving on. I'm approaching LBM right now because one of my viewers asked for a screenshot with me at LBM. But now the entire server knows where I am. So, let's just say I'm expecting for anything to happen. I might get swarmed by an angry mob. Or I might just be attacked by people who want to see themselves taken out Crawl Unchained on video. Lots of people here. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I so knew it. Alright, so this will be the last encounter for this one. Well played to Dying Kitten for successfully making me believe he wanted a screenshot. I mean, I gave you the benefit of the doubt because I have had people ask me to hang out before and they were legit. I knew this one could be a trap and I decided to give it a shot anyways. Now because of this though, I'll never be giving away my location to an entire server again unless I'm actively looking for a way to make an epic finish to a video just like this one. And I'm for sure willing, like 100% willing to die for it. Now as usual, I'd like to talk about my experience with the Allo before ending the video. Firstly, I want to say that the Allo is actually pretty powerful. In fact, it's a lot more powerful than I had imagined, but his strength really truly only shows in 1v1s. The thing that limits its ability to fight multiple opponents is the stupidly long cooldown between his bleed attacks, and the fact that his bite is directly tied to the same stupidly long cooldown after a bleed attack. So if the Allo uses his bleed attack, he can't bite for 3 seconds after that. Now his bleed attack is the very thing that could turn the fight in his favor against multiple opponents, because a bleeding opponent becomes much less brave once the bleeding becomes more severe. But since I can't use my bleed and then a bite right after, if I use my bleed while fighting multiple opponents, I become a sitting duck for the next 3 seconds. And since I'm too big and too slow to avoid getting hit, I'm just giving away free hits and free damage to several of my opponents while I wait for that stupidly long cooldown to end. So this whole thing pretty much limits me to using my tail and my bite only. But as you saw in the video, I use my tail a lot throughout this video and have not once
felt like it did anything, not even to raptors. My bite, on the other hand, causes devastating damage, which is mostly where the Allo's power lies, but using bites alone against multiple opponents will never be enough. Your only hope in a 1 versus multiples is to make some of them want to go lay down, and for that the Allo needs his bleed. Now I feel like it would be difficult to try and buff the Allo without making it overpowered, and I think there really only is one thing that could be done, and I feel like it would be enough. Just unlink the bite from the cooldown of the bleed attack. Keep the same cooldown for the bleed attack itself, but don't link the bite to it. So at least the Allo could bite 1 second after scratching someone, just like he can with his tail. The Suko can scratch and bite at will. The Sarah can scratch and bite at will. So devs, why are you limiting the Allo's ability to bite after scratching someone? Alright, enough about this for now. Now I'd like to address the fight against the mixed herd of babies. The reason why I became completely hopeless against this army of toddlers is because the Spino forced me to run, and by doing that waste almost all of my stamina running rather than fighting. Then once I was out of stam, it was really easy for the raptors to just keep up with me and continue to harass me and prevent me from sitting down to regain stam. And as you saw, my tail slaps for some reason did pretty much nothing to them. So by doing that, the raptors were literally keeping me pinned down, which made it super easy for the Anos to just rest, catch up, do some damage, rest, catch up, do damage, rinse and repeat until I died. Now at the time, I truly believed that my tail would eventually chip away at them enough to deter them so that I could escape. But if this same situation was ever to happen to me again, I would just face tank everything, bite the crap out of everyone, and hope for the best. Maybe I would still die, but I feel like my chances would be better that way because once again, the tail is completely and utterly irrelevant. Now lastly, I would like to discuss the different hides. I feel like the thick scales would only be good for people who just want the ability to face tank everything and hope to win by overpowering their opponent with nothing but brute force. Now to me that sounds like a pretty boring way to fight, so it wasn't really for me. The speed hide on the other hand would be really good if you're hunting in a pack. It would allow you and your pack to keep up with pretty much anything, and for the solo play, well, it's good for people who prefer to run away rather than fight, but for me, again, not really my playstyle. I prefer to stand and fight in most situations. So the standard hide was the way to go for me. Now here I'm showing you some footage of a fight that didn't make it into the video because it wasn't really a fight. I got pinned down into a tree right from the get-go, and it made it impossible for me to see, and that gave the Suko just a bunch of free damage, and by the time I was able to break free from that, the fight was pretty much already lost. That Suko was bigger than me, which already means that the slightest mistake can cost me the fight, so needless to say that me getting stuck in a tree and unable to see like that turned this fight into an absolute disaster. So anyways, I also want to point out that the majority of the video was recorded during the week after returning from work, and I'm always tired when I return from work. So this is the reason why I usually like to record on the weekends. I'm more refreshed, and when I'm refreshed, I'm funnier. So I apologize if this time it felt like I was a bit more serious or less funny, or it was the only way for me to upload a video without waiting 3 weeks. Because I was working last weekend. So I still hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts in the comments. All feedback is welcome. You guys take care, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.